everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is India and today I can't breathe. Hi everyone, like I said, I can't breathe, and I can't breathe for a plethora of reasons and a multitude of reasons, and some of these reasons just make me tired. I feel like I almost did not want to make this video. I really didn't. I didn't want to bring more to my channel than I already have in the past with my booktube's not racist video, and other discussion videos that I've done about peers and things that happen on booktube. But this one was important. This one has brought, you know, I'm hoping you know there is a worldwide discussion of police brutality against Black people in America, and worldwide opportunity for people to listen and to understand. And I am really going to talk about this mostly in conjunction with the booktube community and the bookish community and where we are, because right now it's appropriate for Black people to speak up about how they feel separated from the bookish community, but any other time it's considered drama. Why is it now that we are talking about Black crime and police brutality, is it okay for us to talk about our feelings? Why at any other time of the year is it not okay for us to discuss our feelings? Why do we have to be policed emotionally? And then why do we police emotionally our Black women the most? Why, when we want to speak up, are we angry? Are we loud? Are we disruptive? Why is that amongst our community? I will always probably end up with more questions than I will with answers, but I have to ask said questions. Why is it that now you want to follow all these Black booktubers, all these Black Instagrammers, these bookstagrammers, all these avenues and things, when we have been preaching for years that we are here. We are here, we're making content, we're producing content, we're doing good content, we're talking about so many more things because we have to. We have to discuss certain elements of books that a lot of you are not ready to listen to, but we still have to discuss them, and now you want to listen. I can't breathe. I can't breathe because I'm always shouting from the rooftops that we need to read more books by Black authors, but that we need to talk to, experience, and watch more Black content creators. I cannot breathe with the amount of times I've said we need to watch more Black content creators. Y'all know I love to shout people out on this channel, and in 2020 I have not been doing the best job of it. I have been extremely busy, and you know, the world has changed a little bit. And I'm going to do better with shouting out more Black content creators. Now, just because we are Black does not mean that we can only read Black authors. Someone tried to come for somebody saying, but you still gonna read Sarah J. Maas, Cassandra Clare, this person, that person, this person. Yeah, I can still read those books. But while I'm reading those books, I can also point out to you the systematic racism that's in the book or the problematic content, because these high profile authors are not getting sensitivity readers, or they're not listening to their reviews after the fact, and I can continue to talk about that. I can continue to talk about our Black authors with the same critical intent, saying that I didn't enjoy this because I felt like there was colorism thrown without, that I felt like this wasn't actually true to our Black culture. But oftentimes that comes from the editing process and how our editing and our publishing is still coming from white voices who are trying to edit out our Black voices from our Black authors. So how do we get more Black people into publishing and editing? Who do we talk to? Who do we go to say, stop gatekeeping our Black authors? I can't breathe. I can't breathe because I don't know how many times a year I say, look to your big content creators, the ones you guys love, the ones you guys fawn over. What are they saying? What are they doing? But better yet, watch what they're not doing. Watch what they're not saying. Watch how they do not speak up for people of color. Watch how they don't say anything, but then you know what? They'll put up their obligatory hashtag Black Lives Matter post, but they don't truly care about Black lives. They don't. And you guys know who I'm talking about. You guys know. We're trying to figure out, you know, where are your Emma Books? Where are your Christine Riccios? Where are your Halian Booklands? Where are your Ariel Bassett's? Where are they? Where are they? The ones you guys love, the ones who have been producing content for years. Where are they? Maybe it's just my problem that I can't breathe. Maybe it's my fault that I can't breathe. Maybe because I'm Black, it's my fault I can't breathe. I should just fall in line. I should just follow the BookTube protocol. I should just stay in my place, in my lane. But I'm tired of not being able to breathe. I'm tired of not being able to enjoy the books that I want to enjoy, because if I want to have a real discussion, y'all gonna come at me and say that I'm problematic and that I'm canceled. But I still bring it up, but it's okay. I know a lot of you don't even know that, because I know how many views I get. My subscribers during this time have been skyrocketing, and though I'm happy about it, I know it's only because you're here to jump on the bandwagon to portray that you're not racist. But that's okay. At the end of the day, I still can't breathe. I can't breathe because you're not watching the content. You're just subscribing to the content. And there's a difference between subscribing and watching and being a part of the conversation. And we see this. We realize this. We're not stupid. We're not dumb. We read just like you guys. But apparently there is not a coalition between intellect and literary advocacy and literary reading abilities, and how many books you read does not equate to how smart you are. And I don't think we always realize this, because some of y'all still mad dumb. That's okay. I can't breathe. I can't. It's fine. Some of y'all only want to come in during the LGBTQIA plus community times and during that month and during Pride Month, but you don't want to talk up other months of the year. We noticed that during Black History Month, which is the shortest month of the year, and some of y'all don't even do the bare minimum to shout out during Black History Month. And trust me, we see it, we know it. We know who you are. And that's why I just don't even want your content, because you don't care. You don't care that I can't breathe. That I'm drowning in the BookTube thing, that I've been here for 3 years trying to claw myself up so that I can breathe, so that way I can get to the top. But because my content's not snarky enough, because my content isn't attitude-y enough, because I didn't start 6-7 years ago, I can't make it to the top. But let's be honest, there's a double-edged sword to that. If I was an angry Black woman all the time, sure, y'all might be here, y'all might be subscribed because you just waiting for the tea. But y'all don't even realize how often I'm giving you the tea without yelling at you, because y'all don't actually have reading comprehension. Y'all just be reading words on the page without actually trying to analyze what you're seeing. But y'all want to call yourself analytical content reviewers. Now, y'all know I don't even say that I am. I always say I want to read more critically, but I always say I want to read for enjoyment. And let's be honest, in the BookTube realm, you're only here to see Black women get angry. That's your watching for enjoyment, not watching for analytical conversations and analysis. But it's fine. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm tired too. I am so tired. So tired. And the worst part is how much I really enjoy this community. How many people I have found in my own tribe, within my own area, within people who love me and check up on me and who send me messages to see how I'm doing. Those are the people I know I can count on during these times. But it's okay, I can't breathe. Those are the people who let you know that you are not alone in this world. That you are not alone during this fight and during this struggle. I see the ones who are out there tweeting, who are out there calling out racist content creators, people who are not educating themselves, people who claim they're educating themselves and then won't come back around to actually fix the problems and then get called out again. I see you. I see you. You guys give me more air to breathe. A lot of the times I just can't breathe. I try not to get in too many Twitter arguments, and so I don't always post what I'm feeling or what I'm saying until I get to that point where I just explode, where I just want to tell you what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking and what I'm saying. But I'm already tired. I'm already tired by the time I get to Twitter because you guys go and just overload when national measures are overtaken. When every single day as a Black woman in America, I can't breathe. I work in public safety. A lot of you all know that. I'm a paramedic. Every single day, I'm putting people in check with how they're talking to other Black people. Every single day. Because I work in a predominantly Black county. Every single day I'm having to put PD in check, fire in check, EMS in check, with how we talk to people, how we respect people who are calling us in our time of need. So by the time I get to Twitter and see y'all's drama on Twitter, I already can't breathe. And I don't want to deal with your mess. I oftentimes do not talk about work because I see shit every single day. Every single day I go to work. Sometimes it's good stuff. Sometimes it's happy stuff. Sometimes it's sad stuff. But I love my job and I love what I do. I get to help people every single day. I like coming back home to the book community and to Bookstagram and BookTube and to books because they make me happy because, like people say, I do love to read for escapism. I love to read all different types of things, and I think that's also what makes my channel a little different. I don't just read fantasy, I don't just read contemporary, I don't just read YA anymore, I don't just read adult, I don't just read romance. I read a lot and I love reading a lot. And it makes me happy. But sometimes I still can't breathe. Sometimes I honestly can't. I want us to do better as a community and better all together. But a lot of y'all don't know how to listen. A lot of y'all still want to make your voices heard above others who are trying to educate you. And that's got to stop. You've got to stop trying to talk over people who are trying to make you a better person, because that person is tired of not being able to breathe. I want to be able to breathe just as much as the other person. I don't want to have to come on here and act like somebody I'm not just so you will watch my videos. I think I'm flipping hilarious, okay? I think I'm so funny. Occasionally when I get pissed off, I sound country as hell because I am from the South and I am born and raised in the South. But Mad Black Woman is not my persona. It's not who I am. So why would I change myself for you all? I want you guys to be here for me and who I am. Not a stereotype that you want. Trust me, sometimes the sassy comes out all the time. I feel like, well, not all the time. I try and taper it down a little bit for BookTube. But code switching's a real thing. Code switching's a real thing. And I try not to placate myself for the white community, but I also don't have the privilege of coming off uneducated too. Because how much of an oxymoron would that be if I came off uneducated while having a BookTube channel? Like, what? What is that? But some of y'all sound real dumb sometimes with having a BookTube channel, but it's okay because you're white. You get to breathe. Not only do you get to breathe, but you also get to have supplemental oxygen. Meanwhile, I can't breathe. And they won't even put a nasal cannula on me. We here in the black community, I'm not even trying to speak for the entire black community because I don't think it's appropriate for one person to speak for the entire black community because all of our experiences are different. We are not one size fits all. We are not one size fits most. We are different people, different content creators, different vibes, different everything. We are different. We are black. We are beautiful. We are different shades. We have different backgrounds. We have different tastes and attributes. We're tired of telling you all to read black authors. We're tired of telling you all to not just only read The Hate You Give. I mean, we all love the book, but we're tired of telling you all not to only read that. We mean just pick up something by a black author. Like, do better. We shouldn't have to tell you to read diversely. I know I've talked about this before, but diversity bingo is rude AF. Why you gotta make a game about my life? My life is not a game to you. My life is not a game to me. I already told you I can't breathe. And now you want me to shout bingo? What, bingo, I'm alive for another day? Is that what you want me to do? We're tired of only being in the Twitter threads of share your favorite people of color content creators. I want to be in your Twitter threads of share your favorite content creators, not just your ones that are dedicated to people of color. I want you to realize when someone is better than you who doesn't necessarily look like you. Like maybe you're getting this sponsorship, maybe you're getting a sponsorship or getting a book sent to you, and maybe you should take that moment to send an email back and say, thank you for this opportunity. Here's another person that I think will also be good for you, your brand, your book, who can also review this and probably give more insight for you. That is easy to do. You can still accept the thing that you want while also pushing someone else forward. And I think that's okay. That is okay to do. But you have to do it. I said this at BookNet Fest. I've said this on the internet. Some things are bigger than you. Some things you don't realize what the smallest thing you do might be astronomical to somebody else. Sometimes just shouting somebody else out for one moment could be huge for that other person. That is why I wanted to do Sunday shoutouts or shout out Sundays. Because some of those creators feel like they can't breathe. And I want them to be able to breathe. It's literally my job in life. My literal job in life is to make sure I keep a person breathing. So yes, I enjoy doing that on BookTube as well. But BookTube, you gotta help me breathe too. You have to help me breathe because I feel like I can't breathe. And when you don't breathe for long enough, you will die. And I'm gonna tell you this, I'm never gonna let BookTube, this hobby, this enjoyment I have, kill me. Bitch, you ain't gonna kill my vibe. I'm not gonna let you kill me. I will continue to live and thrive with or without the booktube community. But I love being with the booktube community. I love having the friends that I have. I love having the friends that I have gained. But y'all have to learn how to speak up for others. You have to learn how to point out somebody and be like, what are you using your space for? What are you using it for? Are you using it for good, or are you just using it to put money in your pockets? Because Black people are tired of not being able to breathe. We're tired. Okay? My chest hurts. My heart hurts. I can't breathe, literally. And that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, that's really not an attack on me more than it's an attack on yourself. Because if you didn't enjoy this video, you got hurt by something that I said because you feel it in here. You feel it inside you. And for a moment, you felt like you couldn't breathe. And that's not my fault. That's yours. So if you feel attacked, I didn't attack you personally. I might have attacked your character, but your character needs to change. So that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys follow me on all the social medias. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button so you never miss anything. And until next time, keep turning the pages.